Thank you so much for joining us on our 27th Community Advisory Committee meeting for the Vincent Thomas Bridge Deck Replacement Project. My name is Diana Jimenez, Public Information Officer for Caltrans and for this project. Before we begin the presentation, I'd like to go over attendance. When I call your name, please let us know what agency you represent. I'll start off with Rima Tebaleva.
Good morning. I'm Rima Tebaleva, Project Manager for Vincent Thomas Bridge Deck Replacement Project.
Thanks, Rima. Ken Young.
Good evening, Ken Young, Caltrans, Office of District Traffic Manager.
Thank you, Ken. Wilfred Domingo.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Wilfred Domingo from Caltrans Office of Mobility Programs.
Thank you. Shanam Shafyari.
Yeah, good evening. This is Sean. I'm a resident engineer in South Bay office. I work on the Sam Gallardo, Caltrans, District 7.
Thank you. Andy Chen.
Hello, this is Andy Chen. I'm from Caltrans, Bridge Construction Senior for this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Jeff Smith.
Hello, Jeff Smith with CMGC Contractor, Skanska CEC Joint Venture. Welcome, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you. Sam Gallardo.
Hello, Sam Gallardo, Caltrans Construction Engineer for the VTB project.
Thanks, Sam. Up next, we have Art Marroquin.
Hi, Art Marroquin, Port of Long Beach Media Relations Manager.
Thank you. Jeff Meyer.
Hey, good evening. Jeff Meyer, Outreach Specialist with Skanska CEC Joint Venture.
Thank you. Next, we have Irma.
Hello, everyone. I'm with the Greenbelt Neighborhood Watch Group. Thank you.
Irma. Shane Weaver.
Hello, good evening. Shane Weaver with Caltrans District 7 Governmental Affairs Liaison.
Thank you, Shane. Up next, we have Koa.
Yes, good evening. Keikoa Anderson with the Gateway Cities Council of Governments.
Thank you. Sumei Tan.
Good evening, Sumei Tan, Caltrans Office of Mobility Programs. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumei. And we have Cecilia Moreno. Nice to see you, Cecilia.
Good evening, everyone. Cecilia Moreno, Director of Community Relations at the Port of Los Angeles.
Thank you. It looks like I got everybody, so I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started on the presentation. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Go full screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, so again, thank you so much for joining us on our 27th Community Advisory Committee. This will be the last CAC meeting of the year, so thank you for hanging out with us. For today's agenda, we'll be going over the prior CAC meeting action items, the November 18th TAC overview. Some of the topics for our presentation include upcoming closures of the Vincent Thomas Bridge, the project schedule, a quick recap of the Goods Movement stakeholder meeting from October 29th, an update on project coordination maps, and information about an upcoming Vincent Thomas Bridge construction field office. Then we'll go with open discussion, action items, and information for the next meeting. In regards to our previous CAC action items, we uploaded the meeting minutes, recording, and the presentation to our Vincent Thomas Bridge website, so that's available if you want to take a look. It's on our website already. In regards to the November TAC, we had that on November 18th via WebEx. We discussed recent closures of the Vincent Thomas Bridge, the project schedule. We went over the Goods Movement stakeholder meeting recap, our project coordination map, and we also had open discussion and went over action items and discussed next meeting information. We did receive a few comments from the TAC members. Port of Long Beach asked whether Caltrans could work in one direction at a time during the deck replacement. The California Air Resources Board asked whether outreach materials for the Vincent Thomas Bridge deck replacement project are available in both English and Spanish. Northwest San Pedro Neighborhood Council expressed concern about overlapping projects that may cause more traffic during the Vincent Thomas Bridge closure. And Port Police expressed concerns about how updates to PCMS signs are being managed during bridge closures. Now we'll go over some upcoming closures that will be taking place on the Vincent Thomas Bridge in the near future. We'll be having a rescheduled finger joint replacement closure, finger joint repair closure, that was originally scheduled for November 14th, but was canceled because of the rain. So that closure will now be taking place this Friday from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. the following morning. And it will just impact one lane on the northbound direction. It will be from Harbor Boulevard to Ferry Street. And along with that, we'll be having some maintenance operations on December 10th, 11th, and 13th. On December 10th and 13th, we'll be closing one lane in the southbound direction from Ferry Street to Harbor Boulevard. And on December 11th, we'll be closing one lane on the northbound direction from Harbor Boulevard to Ferry Street. And those closures will be from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. We did post about these on our social medias and sent a press release about the finger joint repair rescheduling dates. So I'm going to actually pass it on to Andy Chen for him to give us more of an explanation about what these maintenance operations mean for the project moving forward. Andy?
All right, thank you, Diana. This is Andy Chen. Yes, Diana mentioned that this month on 10th, 11th, and 13th, there will be maintenance operation. The mainly they are going to do is to remove the current quick deck on the bridge. Probably some of you already saw that on the bridge, and the reason why we need to remove them because we don't wish to mix our quick deck with the contractor's quick deck during the operation for the quality control purpose. Therefore, we are going to remove the entire quick deck that we have currently under the bridge before the contractor move in. And the estimate finish time will be February next year. All right, next slide, please. So here's another picture.
Sorry, Andy. Yes, really quickly, this is just an example of the press release I sent out about the finger joint repairs, but I'll let Andy explain what's going on in the picture. Go ahead, Andy.
Sorry, Diana, I don't mean to cut you off. But yeah, this is the finger joint replacement that Diana was talking about earlier that will be taking place 5th this week. And those finger joints are falling apart. And currently we replace 6 of them. Even though those finger joints are going to replace during the deck replacement project, but because due to the safety reason, we don't want to keep breaking off. That's why our maintenance constantly inspect those finger joints to make sure that they are in good condition or needs to be repaired. And currently, this week on 5th should be the last finger joint that to be replaced. All right, back to you, Diana.
Thank you, Andy. Okay, now I'll pass it on to our project manager, Rima, for a quick overview on the project schedule. Rima?
Thank you, Diana. So we have completed design and currently finalizing the paperwork for the construction contract. Construction phase will start later this month in December, but the field work will not begin until early March 2026 when we start the pre-full closure work. The pre-full closure will be conducted between, as I said, March 2026 and late October 2026. It will require one-directional night closures and possible one-directional weekend closures. Also, during that time, we will be resurfacing detour routes. It's scheduled for spring, summer 2026. Then the 16 months full closure will begin on November 1st, 2026, and will end in winter 27-28. The post-full closure phase will begin in winter 27-28 and completed in winter 28-29, and also will require one-directional night closures and possible one-directional weekend closures. Diana?
Thank you, Rima. And now I'll go over some of the topics that we went over for the goods movement stakeholder meeting from October 29th. One of the topics that we discussed has to do with the traffic management plan subcommittee. Right now, we're seeking feedback on potential cameras along Alameda Street between Anaheim and I-405. And in regards to the camera feeds, they'll be available on the website, on the Quick Map website only, but not on the application because we want to hopefully prevent drivers from being distracted. So again, the cameras will be available on the site only. And then as far as the TMP subcommittee goes, we discuss different phases of the Quick Map enhancements. So phase 1, which will focus on the website interface, began in October, and it's scheduled to go live next February. Phase 2, which includes enhancements to the app, is planned for to go live on June 2026. And of course, the camera installation is subject to approval by the City of Los Angeles. And to go more in depth into the Traffic Management Plan Subcommittee, I'll now pass it on to Kenya. Kenya, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, in terms of the traffic control officer location, it remains the same. We have 18 locations, 12 of which are with the City of LA. Next slide. In terms of CCTV locations, as Diana had noted in her presentation, we had on Alameda Street between Anaheim and 405, we had done a review of candidate locations. We determined that we will be installing three additional cameras, but these cameras will be different than with the coordination with BSL, for example. These will be part of the automated work zone information system. They'll be installed through a contract change order. And so we'll have one location, one portable camera location on Alameda south of 223rd Street, one on Alameda north of Sepulveda Boulevard, and the last one on Alameda north of PCH. And then to the south of that location, we'll have a camera that we're coordinating with BSL on Anaheim Street. So we'll have a pretty good view of Alameda, and we'll be able to provide enough surveillance to address the concerns of which HTA had requested. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Ken. And now I'll pass it on to Wilfred Domingo for an update on the area project coordination maps and schedule. Wilfred?
Thank you, Diana. Next slide, please. So I just have some minor corrections in terms of the who owns these projects. When we had the TAC meeting, Rajiv from the Port of Long Beach noted that projects UVWX actually belongs to the City of Long Beach. So I made that correction. And we had a meeting with the consultant for Project S. This is the structure removal of the 9th and 10th Street before. This needs to be done before the Shoemaker Bridge project. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so we had a meeting with the consultant for Project S. Again, this is the structure removal of the 10th and 9th Streets. And this needs to be done before the Shoreline Drive Shoemaker Bridge project. This needs to be done also before the Pier B expansion. And the consultant reiterated that the demolition will be done on September 21st, which is good news because this will be before the fall closure. So again, we had also previously met with the consultant for Project E. This is the Seaside Avenue Navy Interchange Improvement Project, and it's a good news that there will be a minimal impact on this project. The Project C, which is the ongoing project on SR 47 Harbor Boulevard Interchange Project. The last time I talked with the resident engineer told me that before the fall closure, there should be already a minimal impact of the project. So it's all good news at this time, and we continue to coordinate with all the projects in the area to make sure that all these projects will have minimal impact in the nearby community. That's all that I have for now, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you, Wilfred. And now we'll go over an upcoming Vincent Thomas Bridge construction field office that's going to be built near the bridge. I'll pass it back again to Andy Chen so we can go over some of those details. Andy?
All right, thank you, Diana. So this probably will be the first order of the work for the project, which is construct a temporary construction office. As you can see, this is the overall view of the Vincent Thomas Bridge. The red dot is the office location. That is at the east side of the bridge, at the beginning of the bridge, right next to Caltrans Toll Plaza. And next slide, please. So here's a zoom in view of that location, the red dot location. As you can see in the middle, that is our toll plaza. The blue color rectangle, that is the our field office location. You will be just right next to our toll plaza, away from the travelway. And now this operation will have a 0 to minimum traffic impact because we're gonna work off on a big shoulder next to our toll plaza. So this operation should not have any major or any kind of traffic impact to the Vincent Thomas Bridge. And this most likely will be our first order of work. And this work probably will start middle of this month or early next year. All right, thank you. Back to you, Diana.
Thank you, Andy. And that concludes the presentation. So now we'll move on to open discussion. So if anybody has a question or a comment, please speak now. Raise your hand and we'll call on you. Thank you. Yes, Art?
Do you have an address for that construction office?
Yeah, Andy, I know I asked you this
That
question.
is a very good question. And we're still trying to figure out how to put that address. It's not even there yet. So, I mean,
Is that near the CHP office? That's like, I'm trying to imagine this. Is it along the connection of the two bridges that's near the CHP office?
no, it's right at the beginning, at the Terminal Island side, right at the beginning of the Vincent Thomas Bridge. You know where the old toll plaza is? I mean, the toll booth is back then, long time ago at the Vincent Thomas Bridge.
I wasn't around for that.
Okay. I wasn't around back then either.
With the bridge, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a big shoulder. If you get from Terminal Island, get on the Vincent Thomas Bridge, you look on your right hand side, there's a big shoulder. And then next to the shoulder is our toll plaza. That's a Caltrans maintenance yard. And our office will be around the ramp, the Ferry Street ramp, the on-ramp to the Vincent Thomas Bridge. But once we have it set up, and then if I can actually get some location or address for it, we will let you guys know.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, hopefully by the next CAC, we'll have an address. So we'll make that an action item. Thank you, Art. Does anybody else have a question or a comment? Okay, looks like there are no more questions. So I'll go ahead and continue with the last few slides before we wrap up. Okay, so one of our action item that we just established is trying to find an address for this new to this new construction field office by the Vincent Thomas Bridge. So we'll have that by next meeting. And again, this is the last CAC meeting of 2025. Our next one will be January 24th, 2026 at 6 p.m. But in the meantime, you can always reach out to us via email. Our VTB project email is listed here. My contact information is listed below, and you can always visit our website to review any old meetings and our materials in both English and Spanish. So please feel free to either reach out and check our website out. And that concludes our final CAC of the year. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next year. Thank you, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Thank you.